conversation with God. I read my Bible. I read it every day. But guess what? When they read it, they don't understand what it's saying. Because if you don't keep the laws of God, you have no understanding of this Bible. Right. You might understand what a story, the gist of a story, but you don't understand what the Bible is actually saying. We done showed you that what the Jews. We done showed you that the Jews are what color? Huh? Yes.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Hey, so you said Middle Eastern, right? So in your mind, you're thinking about some like an Arab, correct? Yeah. Okay, watch this. Read Revelation real fast. Matter of fact, Hebrews 7:14 first, because you say you from the tribe of Judah, right? I want you to put 2 and 2 together. Read what you got.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord.
Now, who is our Lord? That's Jesus Christ, right? So read it again from the top.
For it is evident.
So it says evidence, no cap. Read.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
What did it say Christ came from? Judah. But when you look back at what the sign, it said that Judah is who today? American blacks. So give me Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at your hair. I can see mine too. What kind of hair we got? We got that pure wool. But he said that he came from the tribe of Judah. Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
Now, what color is brass? It's brown. It's brown, but wait a minute. How is it that we read in the Bible, but we read a depiction of a black man? You see that? We've been lied to. They told us over here that we are African American. Matter of fact, they told us that they curated the Middle Eastern. I think it was what year was it they built the Suez Canal? 1865. So Israel was actually connected to Africa, but they built that Suez Canal and say, oh, call that the Middle East. So what? When we think about them, it's like, oh, he's Israeli, he's Middle Eastern. Matter of fact, hold that. Give me Revelation 2 and 9, because the Israelis, they are the white people. Right. They claiming to be you. What happened to Kyrie Irving?
Banned him a couple games.
They banned him by 8 games for what he do.
Yeah, what he did? Talking about Jews or something like that.
Exactly. He shared a movie on his social media. He didn't say anything about it. All he did was share it. It's a movie that say Hebrews to Negroes. So automatically they say, you know what? That's anti-Semitic, because you trying to teach that the people that say they are Jews today, they're not the real Jews. But guess what? It's in the Bible as well. You watch this.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
He said, I know your tribulation, your poverty, but we are rich. How we feel like we rich today if we at the bottom? We struggling, right? Read.
And I know the blasphemy of...
He said, I know the lies, read.
Of them which say they are Jews and are not.
What people are calling themselves Jewish today? The white people. Wow. So he said, I know the lies of them that say they are Jews, but they are not. Jeremiah 14, matter of fact, Nehemiah, you said 6 and 1? Read that first. Nehemiah 6 and 1, and we're going to get Jeremiah 14 and 2. So I want you to put some things together. We read that Christ came from the tribe of Judah, you from the tribe of Judah, and Christ like a black man.
Bring it out.
That we have people that claim to be Jews, but the Bible says they are not. So they banned Kyrie Irving for what? No reason. All he's trying to do, bring awareness to his people. Read what you got.
Nehemiah chapter 6 and verse 1. Now it came to pass, when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem, the Arabian, and the rest of our enemies heard that I had builded the walls.
Hold on, wait a minute. It said the Arabians and the rest of our enemies. So what, you have people in Israel today is who? You had the so-called the Pakistans, and you have the Israelis, the Caucasians, the ones saying to be you. So he said, read that part again.
Now it came to pass, when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem the Arabian and the rest of our enemies heard that I had builded the wall and that there was no breach left therein. Though at that time I had not set up the doors upon the gates.
Right, so he said, I'm going to say Palestinians, right? Jeremiah 14:2. Jeremiah 14:2. And all we're doing is reading the Bible. We just reading the Bible. Watch this. Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Hold on. That's the so-called African Americans, right? Say Judah is mourning. Read.
And the gates thereof languish. They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Hey, what color are the real Jews? Because Jew is short for Judah. What color are the real Jews in the Bible? They're black.
That's right.
They're black. So guess what? We've been lying to him. Somebody been lying to us. Go back to Revelation 1 and 14. Finish verse 15. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Hey, what color is brass? It's brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn white rice, if you burn anything, what color will it turn? So what color is Jesus Christ? He's black. But guess what? They teach you that what? Hey, he's Middle Eastern. That what? The so-called black people, they are just, they labeled as African American. We had no connection with the Israelis. They teach that all things is upside down today. They don't teach you the correct way. Why? Remember Matthew 15, verse 24. Watch this. If we understand that Christ was an Israelite and he's black like me and you, hold on, wait a minute. We got a connection.
Right.
We got a connection. My brother, I'm going to show you something real quick. All right, watch this.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Now, quick question. This man said all people can get to the kingdom of heaven, right? Do you believe that? Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe.
What, that everybody can make it to the kingdom of heaven?
Nah, everybody can't.
Who can make it in?
You?
I'm asking a real question.
I can make it.
You said you can make it, how are we gonna make it? Huh?
Go to heaven, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's all that is.
But he ain't answered my question.
Nah, you answer for me.
Watch this. Matthew 15:24 once again.
Bring it out. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said,
This is Christ finna speak. Read.
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Wait a minute. Look at this sign once again. Y'all come in, both of y'all come in real quick. Look at this sign. Look at this sign. Look. Christ said he only came read that last part again. He did what?
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Who he say he came for? The house of who? The lost sheep of the house of who? Israel. Israel. Now, is everybody in the world today on this sign? What you see right here? Give me Psalms 83. Huh? You do see Israel. This said the 12 tribes of Israel. So we got different people. We have what? The American blacks. We got the West Indian blacks. We got the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. We got these different people. They call themselves minorities. Don't even look at each other like brothers and sisters. But guess what? We make one nation. Watch this. Read what you got.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Guess what? These people right here on these signs, they have an enemy. We have enemies that came together and say, look, matter of fact, let's call him black. Let's call you Jamaican. Don't let them know they are the same people. Make them feel like they got some difference in between them because y'all come from two different places.
Right.
Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
He said, people that hate you, they lift up their head against you. You know how? By saying that they are Christ. They're saying that they're God. That everybody out of the Bible is white. But we just read the Bible that what? The real Jews are what color? Christ is what color? Black.
Right.
It's a real black book, ain't it? Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And
You say you learned something today, right? What's your nationality? You say you guess? You gotta be Judah. Why you say I gotta be Judah? What, give me that connection. What makes you say that? You're American black. How did American black get to America? What kind of boat? You think that's in the Bible? Oh, give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Wait a minute. Give me Deuteronomy 5 and 27, the one that said about 5 and 6. 5 and 6. He said, I'm going to bring thee into Egypt again. He's speaking to the nation of Israel. He said, I'm going to bring thee into Egypt again. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
He said, from the house of bondage. What is bondage? You tied up. Somebody got chains around your neck and your feet, right? Watch this. Go back.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
He said, I'm going to bring you back into bondage, back into slavery. Read.
Again with ships.
Hold on, wait a minute. What kind of ship? We came here on slave ships. Slave ships. But what we reading? The Bible. He said, I'm going to bring the nation of Israel back into Egypt again, meaning slavery, but this time on slave ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
What's that? What's that it we never going to see again? No. Look. Where our homeland at? What part of Africa? That's a big continent with 50 plus countries. You see? We don't know. That's the it. That's our homeland. We come from Israel. That's where we come from. Keep reading.
I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Wait a minute. Scroll over for me a little bit. When we got here, who were we sold to? I know we're a visual people. So who are we sold to? What you see right here? Sold to white people. But then they teach us that what? Hey, your own kind sold you to white people.
Bring it out.
Didn't they teach us that? Give me Joel. Joel chapter 3.
Bring it out.
What we've been taught our whole life, bro, how old are you? You're 25. We're around the same age. We've been taught lies ever since we got brought here. They don't want you to understand because guess what? And everything we do, who the best at it? We are. Who the best basketball player? Who the best cooks?
Bring it out.
Who the fastest? Who the strongest? We are. So you say, you know what? Hey, don't teach them who they really are. Hey, teach them gang violence. Teach them drugs. Teach them rap music. Teach them that so they can glorify themselves in those things. But read what you got.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me?
Start at verse, give me that, verse 2.
Verse 2. I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
So God said his people, his heritage is the nation of Israel. Once you understand what you're reading the Bible, it circulates around one nation. It don't include everybody. It's around one nation. That's the nation of Israel. Read.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
He said whom they have scattered among the nations. How we got scattered? What's this? That's a slave trade. That's how we got scattered. We had a transatlantic slave trade and a sub-Saharan slave trade. That's when the Arabians were selling us off as well. Read.
And parted my land, and they have cast lots for my people.
He said they parted their land. Who in Israel today? I said it earlier. Whites, the Israelis, and who else? What they call themselves Jewish. The Palestinians. The Palestinians. Read what you got.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
He said they cast lots for my people. You know what they're saying? Nigga sold to Master Johnson in Mississippi. Let me get 35, 45, 45, 50. That's how they doing cast lots for us. Read.
And sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
He said, and sold a girl for wine that might drink. Imagine our mother, right? We got the same mother. We around the same age. We like 5 or 6 years old. But we see Master come take our mother and rape her. What can we do? They just killed our father because he spoke up yesterday. You see that? We couldn't do anything about it. But that happened to us as a nation of people. Read.
Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
Wait a minute. Now he's labeling some nations. He said Tyre and Zidon. These are African nations. Then he said Palestine. The Palestinians. Those are the Arabians. Read.
Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
He said, I'm going to pay you back for what you did to my people. What's that in Zechariah 2:6? Okay, because we are the guys, the apple of God's eye.
Right.
He said, I'm going to pay you back for what you did to my people because we are special in his eyes, all right? Read.
Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I will have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven.
So he said, flee from the land of the north. They're talking about North America. Babylon the Great in the Bible. Read.
Saith the Lord, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye.
Said the nation that spoiled us, he that touched us, touched the apple of God's eye. That means what? We are special in his eyesight. Wow. So he asked the Africans and the Arabians, I'm going to pay you back for what you did for my people. Now go back, read what you got.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
I'm going to return that judgment for you killing my people, for you selling off my people, for the slave that you put onto my people. Read.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
He said the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. Meaning what? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, they make up the southern kingdom of Israel. He said, what happened?
Have ye sold unto the Grecian?
Wait a minute. Who are the Greeks?
Bring it out.
The whites. So he had Africans and Arabians sold to who? To the white people. What? That's the history they're not teaching us. What? That's it on that? Give me Ezekiel 39. Hold on real quick. So what's going to change our situations? Okay, but what else? Give me 2nd Ezra 13, 14 and 13. Huh? It's more to it. He said, gotta let everybody know this, right? Now, what did they say? Okay, you say we Israel, okay? Okay, how do I make it to the kingdom of heaven? What did they ask you that? What you gonna tell them? Right. No, you gotta learn for yourself. Right. Watch this.
2nd Ezra, chapter 14, verse 13. Now therefore, set thine house in order.
It says set your house in order, and it starts with you. You gotta set yourself in order, read.
And reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
He said, then you can reprove your people. Give me that in Acts. Because we gotta be taught. You know what? We didn't always know that we was the Israelites. We didn't know that. I used to say, man, I'm just a black man. I'm just a nigga. I used to say these things because I had no knowledge of who I was. Until I found out one day, he said, hey, no, this is who we are. But we're the Israelites. God said we got to do this, that, and the third to actually make it to the kingdom of heaven. We can't just live the life how we want to live, and then we're on our deathbed, we're like, God, forgive me, and feel like and think we're going to actually make it somewhere. That's not the case. We've been lied to for a long time. Watch this. 8 and 30. Acts chapter 8, verse 30.
The book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
So he ran up, so Philip, one of the apostles, he ran up to this Ethiopian eunuch. He was reading the book of Isaiah. He said, do you understand what you're reading? You read the Bible before? You never? I ain't mad at that shit. I ain't know what the book of Genesis was before I actually started reading the Bible. And it's the first book in the Bible. I didn't know anything about it. So read it again.
And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest what thou readest?
A lot of our people say, yeah, I got a connection with God. I read my Bible. I read it every day. But guess what? When they read it, they don't understand what it's saying. Because if you don't keep the laws of God, you have no understanding of this Bible.
Right.
You might understand what a story, the gist of a story, but you don't understand what the Bible is actually saying. We done showed you that what the Jews. We done showed you that the Jews are what color? Huh? Yes. Really?
No,
No. Remember we read it earlier. They what color in the Bible? They're black.
Makes life easier, right?
Really? Get Jeremiah 14:2. These are the bases, bro. We read earlier that they're black people. They're black people. What tribe you from? Judah. What color is Christ? He's black. So read that.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I understand. You're like, you know, man, I really got to get somewhere. I really got to get somewhere. But guess what you find out right now? Your true history.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is